Satemba back to pass, a block from Roberson in the backfield, over the top looking at Stanford. 50-50 ball, and Stanford wins it. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Noah Hayes in the backfield as well. Titan Hicks will follow Hayes, and he's in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. This one goes to Hicks. He's got running room around the outside, diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Here comes the snap, looking left, short to Whitlow. He bobbles it, and Josie Sanders. Hello. Tigers looking at a 3rd and 8 defensively. Hendricks takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's got a man over on the left side, and he's blown up by Samaj Stanford. The safety was lining that up all the way across the field. 2nd down. Satemba back to pass. Steps up. Looks to his right. He's got a man. Peyton Lang again. Frankenfield again looking to pass. Pressure in the backfield. Ball loose, and the Tigers fall on top of it. It's big country Reed Watkins with the fumble recovery. Ball on the 7-yard line. They go Roberson, making one man miss and diving across the goal line. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Hicks behind the left guard. They hand it off to Roberson, untouched into the end zone. The Tigers strike first. Touchdown, BA. Drops back to pass, looking across the middle. Got a guy underneath. It's picked off by Farrell. No one's going to touch him. Gaston Farrell, a pick 6 for Broken Arrow. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to the right. Handoff Roberson. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Some games just mean more. No truer words could be spoken about tonight's matchup as the Broken Arrow Tigers host the Owasso Rams in a game that we T-Town natives like to call the Patriot Bowl. Hello, everyone, and welcome into Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium for Game 4 of this still very young season. Dylan Rivera alongside our color commentator and freshman head coach Mo Wallace, a.k.a. Maurice Wallace, a.k.a. Motel 6. There's no place like home. That really encapsulates a homecoming week in Broken Arrow. The dance was last week, the parade on Main Street yesterday, and tonight the Tigers hit the field for a matchup with the Edmond Santa Fe Wolves. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tiger Field. We're down here on the turf, actually, this time. Looking forward to this one. It's a beautiful Friday night. I'm your play-by-play man, Dylan Rivera. Alongside me is Coach Mo Wallace, the freshman head coach. He's our color commentator for tonight, but some call him the 1988 Beach Boys hit, Kokomo. Anytime it's homecoming, Mo. Anytime it's homecoming, there's plenty of different things going on that can be a distraction.
Yes.
That's always going to be a challenge on homecoming night, is to get the eyes on the target and make sure everybody's focused.
Yeah.
How do you do that tonight? We're back live here on Arrow Vision. Dylan Rivera with Coach Mo Wallace, and Madison Dildine is on the sidelines. Hoping to hear from her at some point tonight, if that microphone can get working for us. 4:06 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers in front by 1 score. And it was an early start for Broken Arrow, 14-0. Got that interception from Noah Gillespie. Complimentary football, go down and score and get a second one up. And now Norman North has answered back. Huge play on the pass to the tight end Kolar that got Norman North a lot of yardage and got him way downfield. And then Mason James able to finish the job. And he's a guy that you've always got to be keyed in on every single time he's out there on the field. And he ends up finding the very edge of the end zone, just squeaked inside that pylon. And so Norman North now trailing by just 1 score. And the deep return man for Broken Arrow here on the kickoff is Grayson Betts.
And it was the big plays. I mean, it was the big plays off of misdirection, Dylan. I mean, we talk about not letting your eyes go away. You know, we always say on the football field, hey, the pretty lady may be going this way, but the fat lady's going to be going the other way, and you better catch. You better watch out. She'll get you.
A low screamer downfield, and it ends up in the hands of Zane Matthews-Boudreau. He bounces off of one would-be tackler, tried to spin out of another, but brought down by number 12, Joseph Kelly. So the Tiger offense will make their way out onto the field, setting up shop at the 31.
Not bad field position for the Tigers. I mean, they're 2 for 2 in their offensive possessions right now. So let's go ahead and take care of business, run behind the bigs once again, keep the rhythm going. I like what we're doing on offense so far. Jay and his guys are doing an excellent job of keeping the rhythm and excellent play call so far in this series.
Irvine in motion. Handoff to Sengo, his first of the night. And he plows forward for a solid gain.
And we might get a dose of Sango. We'd like to know what's going on with Octavian as well, as he limped off the field in that last possession, last scoring possession. So you're going to get a dose of Sango running behind the pad, staying low. Looks like they're going to bracket Samaj down here at the bottom as well.
They'll go to Sango again. Right side handoff. And 2 tacklers in for Norman North. Sango, 42 carries, 193 yards coming into this ball game. 4.6 yards a carry.
Okay, now we got Titan Hicks. Preston Birch coming in, kind of a heavy package right now in this 3rd and short situation.
Preston Birch, that number 96, also listed as the reserve left tackle, but has really been converted into a tight end as the season has progressed, and he is excelling in that role. 3rd down and short. They'll go to the outside. Samaj Stanford stiff-arming, juking into the secondary, breaking another tackle, and he's still moving. An incredible feat from Samaj Stanford to turn that pass in the flat to a huge gain.
And here's the deal right here, Dylan. You have a guy playing off of him on that 3rd down and short play, and you know all it takes is just a now action right there. He's going to make a move on a guy like that. You got to be able to bracket him. You got to be able to press him and take away that now play. That real short play right there. And he turns a short gain into a huge gain. Another explosive play for number 4.
1st down and 10. Hand off to Sango. His blocker went down, and he's still staying up. But they'll blow the whistle. It was Titan Hicks that got caught in the middle of it.
Yeah, Sango, if Titan makes that block a little bit cleaner on that situation, Sango's probably going about 10, 12 yards on that play.
We had talked a lot about this Norman North offense. The defense has allowed 29.3 points per game. That's 9th in 6A1. Tiger offense averaging 27.8 is 10th in 6A1. They fake the handoff to Sango. Satimba looking at the end zone. Matthews Boudreau's there, but the pass is behind him.
I like to see that a little bit higher and in front of him, because Zane had that guy beat in the end zone. Nice little action. Looks like we had a little corner slant action, deep corner, deep post action right there on them 2 guys. And we had the play set up. Zane had him on the inside. He put that on his numbers, a little bit high on his numbers and a little bit outside. Zane's probably in the end zone for 6 right now, 3rd down and 10.
Lang and Stanford to his right, Matthews Boudreau to his left. They'll fake the handoff. Satimba will keep it himself, and he goes down with just a gain of 1. 21 came flying in late. I don't know that he made contact with the quarterback, but he was awfully close. It'll be 4th and 9 now from the 25-yard line, and it looks like Broken Arrow will choose to go for this one. That would be a long kick for Irvine, although I believe he's got the leg to make it. And they'll trust the offense here. Minute 35 to go in quarter number 1.
Got to stop the penetration from their defensive line.
Snap to Satimba. Back to pass. Stepping up. Finding some room. Pointing, directing traffic. He'll take off on his own. Satimba picks up the 1st down and more. Trying to find the pylon. He goes down at the 5. A flag comes flying in, and we'll have to see what this call is.
So regardless, I think we got the 1st down. Penalty came in at about the 4-yard line. Hey, great job by Satimba stepping up, seeing that he did not have anything downfield, tucking the ball down, moving his feet, getting his feet going for a 1st down play, a potential 1st down play.
Well, you and I had talked a lot about this in the summer when we were watching film from last season, how much of a threat Satimba is with his legs. If he wants to take off, if he decides to take off, it's really tough to bring him down, because not only is he speedy, but he is shifty for a quarterback.
He's shifty. Blocking the back.
The block in the back goes against the Tigers.
Okay, so it happened after the 1st down play, Dylan.
It was a spot foul, so it backs up from the spot of the foul, which was around the 5-yard line, so the ball placed at the 15, which is a 1st down for Broken Arrow. So a fresh set of downs, kitchen tune-up 1st down, and you're also in the Buffalo Wild Wings red zone.
Hey, let's go, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Shotgun formation. Handoff. Sango brought down from behind. Great effort from Kolar. Kolar comes in as a defensive end Sort of a defensive end linebacker hybrid for Norman North.
Got about 57 seconds left. I'd like to see a better job of our tackles and our guards. Just making sure we continue to block great up front. Looks like Norman North has made their adjustments. They're giving us a little bit of fits up front now with the penetration on these last few plays.
2nd down and 8, full house. And the handoff to Lang. Blocks from the receivers out in front of him, but not enough to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And like I said, watching film against Union last week, Union tried to get a little bit of tried to go lateral on them on some plays, and Norman North was able to string it out. They were able to pursue to the football and not give you the seams that you need, the creases that you need to try to get upfield on certain plays. And they did it just exactly that on that play.
A few seconds left here in the first quarter, 3rd down and 8. Loss of about a half a yard. Satimba looks in the flat. Sengo's wide open. Makes one man miss. Into the end zone. Corey Sengo with his first touchdown on the season.
And number 7 is doing it as he catches the ball into the flats, makes a move, and puts his shoulder pads down, rams his way into the end zone. Great job by Corey Sengo. Great play call. Great job right there. Touchdown.
Flag in the backfield. Should be a roughing the passer call. Satimba had gotten rid of the football before Norman North had came flying in and hit him hard. And that is the call, so the touchdown will stand. And Broken Arrow with a 20-7 lead now, the PAT here in just a moment. And Corey Sengo getting into the end zone for the first time this season. It looked like he just looked up to the heavens and said, finally. Broken Arrow sets back up. Again, Gardner the holder, Irvine the kicker. He's already had a lot of practice with these here in just the first quarter. This will be his 3rd point after try. And once again, it's up and good, nailing that video board on the north end zone. 2-touchdown lead for Broken Arrow, 21-7 as time runs out on the first quarter. Second quarter coming your way next, live here on AeroVision, brought to you by Kinetic. Lost his footing as he tried to take off, and now Clark will push it up the floor. Corner 3 from Lemons. It's sweet from Lemons.
Just kind of standing near the paint.
Drive inside. Cole is rejected with authority by Troy Bell. Again, he has to go almost out to the 3 line to receive it. Wallace from behind the 3-point line. Bottom.
Real big shot by Wallace there.
And what positive can you get out of every possession?
There's a lane for McCrary down the left side. She kicks it back out, top of the key. Matthew drills it. Ball goes inside, got away from Union, and Matthew corrals. Matthew going to the rim. Tough finish, and she got it.
Oh, transition, Dylan.
Micah Davis open on the other end of the floor, and a quick response from Union. Vogel's left open on the opposite side. Mid-range J, good for Sophia Vogel. 5 quick points from the freshman.
Trimming the lead to another steal by Vogel. That's back-to-back steals.
And Vogel tries another one, and it drops! An individual 7-0 run from the freshman, and some new life for Broken Arrow. 2 for 3 from the line. Heskett, quick 3. No good. Marithi brings the house down on the putback. It's 2026 here at the Tiger Fieldhouse, and we are happy to have you alongside us for another edition of Broken Arrow Basketball. And we start with the girls taking on Muskogee here tonight. I'm Dylan Rivera. Alongside me is Coach Tiff Jones, and Madison Dildine is on our sidelines. But we're bound to have another fun one here inside the Tiger Fieldhouse. It's Broken Arrow and Stillwater live here on AeroVision. I'm Dylan Rivera. Next to me is Adam Winkin, and down on the floor is Madison Dildine, and we're looking forward to this one. The Pioneers come in. They're kind of struggling through this season. 6-11 on the season, 4-7 in district play. Broken Arrow 15-3 overall, 8-2 in district play. But this matchup is one that Broken Arrow has really kind of always had the upper hand in. Problem with that is you got to make sure you don't get caught in thinking you can sleepwalk your way through Stillwater. They're a physical team. Shot off for Edmond Santa Fe. Mason trying to corral a whistle. It goes against Hopgood Jr. That's his 3rd.
Certainly a great turn of events for Broken Arrow coming out of the timeout, coming out of the huddle with a quick 2. Now an opportunity to come back down the floor with another offensive possession. I'd really like to see Corbin Dow continue to stay aggressive and see if they can get him going. I think he's going to be a key down low.
Dow gets it from Clark and a layup way up above the rim.
That's a good sign for Broken Arrow to kind of keep that moving. Lead now cut to 5.
Robinson goes around the screen from Dawkins. And Santa Fe is patiently trying to find a hole in the Tiger defense.
And you can feel the momentum swinging back to Broken Arrow. Santa Fe trying to lure Broken Arrow into an easy possession here, taking their time. Broken Arrow staying disciplined.
McKinney's able to get to the rack and finish.
Yeah. Poor defensive switch by Broken Arrow. Dow taking the contact, and an even better finish by Santa Fe at the basket.
This third quarter has been all energy from the very beginning. Trying to figure out what they're doing with the substitutions here. JoJo Baba is in, but there's 6 green jerseys on the floor. And Josh Baba checks out alongside Newton as they bring Hopgood Jr. back in. Hopgood Jr. was in some foul trouble against Owasso as well. He had 4 fouls very early, and Terry Evans chose to leave him in. His level of physicality that he was bringing against the Rams kept him on the floor. And that was 4 fouls in the first half. And tonight he's got 3 here in this third quarter. Ball got away from Broken Arrow. Dawkins dives for it, but it'll stay with the Tigers.
It was actually good defense by Mason when he got beat with that ball being poked out. Was able to kind of get his body in line so Santa Fe wasn't able to retrieve that loose ball. Broken Arrow fortunate to be able to keep it here.
Mason brings it up the floor. Defended by Dawkins. Wallace fakes the pass, gets to his spot, and can't hit. McKinney stripped by Dow. 2-on-1 break. And Dow's hit from behind. A foul.
Yeah, great concentration and energy by Dow to push it. Actually like that look from Oliver, that last possession. Getting a clean look from about 15 feet. We saw this last night. See if Dow, perhaps Aiden Clark with a quick little slant to the basket, although it looks like it was well defended by Santa Fe.
Mason with all kinds of time left unmanned. He can't hit. And 2 hands on the basketball, 1 in a white uniform, 1 in a green. It'll be a jump ball staying with BA.
Yeah, that would have been a electrifying shot if Mason was able to knock that down. He had all day to be able to hit that open shot. BA fortunate to keep it here.
A foul on Corbin Dow. That was a 50-50 ball and a collision.
Yeah, not a great pass by BA coming out of the inbounds play. Dow almost playing defense and commits the foul.
You always have to be aware of where Money Robinson is. He is so quick and so active that he can jump into the passing lane in the blink of an eye.
Especially now with BA being in the bonus here, the last 2:16 of the third quarter. Broken Arrow going to have to keep the defensive pressure on without committing fouls. Broken Arrow fortunate. Santa Fe missing both free throws.
Mason up the floor, a foul on Dawkins.
Yep, we've seen that 3 times now. Santa Fe getting called for that foul at the half-court line.
Mason will inbound from the sideline. Terry Evans makes a switch and puts Newton on Mason. Bell able to break free right underneath the basket and drop it through.
Yeah, great vision by Gene Mason there and great even concentration by Bell to finish. I love the timeout here. Broken Arrow cutting the lead to 6.
It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be right back live on ArrowVision. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. 6-point deficit for the Tigers. Coach Wallace in the middle of the huddle trying to devise a game plan as to how to claw back into this one. The start was rather interesting. It was 6 straight for Edmond Santa Fe, then 8 straight for Broken Arrow. And from there, it's kind of been Edmond Santa Fe that has led the way. They got up 16-11 right near the start of the second quarter and have just held on since then. Broken Arrow's offense hasn't looked its greatest today, and the free throw, obviously, that's where it's got to start, is the free throws. They've got to be able to hit those, and it may come down to simple things like that and making good passes. All those little errors have added up.
That's actually, I think, the story right now of the third quarter. Broken Arrow hasn't had a lot of chances at the free throw line, but they're now up to 14 turnovers. Broken Arrow's going to have to take care of the basketball. It seems like every time Broken Arrow's been able to cut the lead to 6 with an opportunity to get it down even lower, they've been making bad passes that result in turnovers, which is probably another reason why Wallace took the timeout. We'll see how Broken Arrow's able to respond.
Newton in the corner. Hopgood Jr. is completely unmarked underneath the basket. Now Clark is there, and they'll call a walking, I believe. Double dribble really was the signal. I think it really was more of a travel than a double dribble, but either way, a turnover for Edmond Santa Fe.
Let's see now if Broken Arrow can take advantage, forcing the turnover. This is the opportunity that they've been looking for.
Dow comes up to the top and receives the basketball. Goes around a Clark screen, pick and pop opportunity. AC
Boom!
for 3.
Huge shot by Clark. Broken Arrow really needed that. Now you feel the momentum starting to shift a little bit to Broken Arrow. 1:10 left in this third quarter.
Newton around the screen, drives inside.
Great
spins
defense by
between
Broken Arrow.
Tigers, and Clark is able to get the rebound. Now Dow the other way, sidesteps Dawkins and finishes.
Outstanding lane cut by Dow, avoiding the defender, avoiding the contact. Timeout, Edmond Santa Fe.
All the momentum on the Broken Arrow side. The fans are up on their feet. The bench sprinted out to greet their teammates. And it's now a 1-point ball game with 53 seconds to go in this third quarter. Step with a cheeky little flick, and Cooper Dollar cashes in. They will press extremely high with Magallanes with a great move to go right around the defender, and now a 3-on-3. Magallanes charging forward. Left-footed shot and a touch through. An early goal from Tristan Crow. Francisco, great move. Shot attempt, it's through. Zakaya Francisco opens the scoring. Now it spills back to Ochoa. Acosta lifts it through. Magallanes! Cleared away for now, but Ethan Taylor at the edge of the 18. Has space to get it off to Milenovic. Milenovic to Tremblez! As every door was closing, finally they found an open one. Milenovic to Tremblez. United has the lead. Through to Tremblez. Tremblez to Langford. Nicolo! That's the beautiful game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Mikael Alexander has enough room to work. Alexander! He has a rocket on that left leg. If he gets enough room, just a tiny little sliver, he'll be able to find the net. Every player dreams of finding themselves in these matches, in the biggest moments. It's the League for Clubs playoffs coming to you live from Edmond, Oklahoma, as 4-seed Foro SC takes on the top seed hosts, Oklahoma United. Welcome aboard our broadcast, everyone. I'm Dylan Rivera. I'll be alongside you all evening long. The Kirkland Activities Complex plays host for just the 4th time this season as the Lady Tigers take on Sand Springs here tonight in another district clash. The regular season starting to come to a close. The standings starting to take shape. The playoff picture beginning to come into view. And we are excited to bring this one to you here live on AeroVision. Tonight, the top of the table meets the bottom. The last divisional opponent to cross United's path makes the road trip to Central Oklahoma for a midweek showdown. It's Oklahoma United FC versus 1015 FC. We thank you for joining us here live. I'm Dylan Rivera. I'll be alongside you this evening. Excited for this matchup because Oklahoma United has been rolling to start this season. They are now 4-1-0, undefeated this year so far. 1015 FC, again, flip side here. They are yet to get even a draw. They are 0-4 this year. So the reason I'm excited for this matchup, I think we're going to get to see a lot of the lineup for Oklahoma United tonight. I think it'll be a type of night where Jimmy Nilsson can go deep into his bench and be able to utilize every single player that is out here tonight in Edmond. Obviously, the game of soccer is unpredictable, and you can't book yourself for a win by any means. But if there ever was a game where you feel like you could in this League for Clubs division here in the central part of the country, in the Red River Conference, it would be this one. It would be against 1015. But it takes just one good effort from 1015, one bad night for Oklahoma United, and things could turn on their head. We'll see how it shakes out as the two sides ready up. Just about set to get underway here. Sun beginning to set behind Chad Richardson Stadium. Winds, again, going to play a factor here tonight. My pregame conversation with Jimmy Nilsson, he brought up the wind and said it may affect how we play here tonight, but we've got a plan B just in case if it becomes too much of a factor. And I joked with him that when you play in Oklahoma, you're always going to have to play in some wind, and that has certainly been the case this season. 3 home matches, and all 3 of them, the wind has been a storyline. We agreed that the Dallas Dragons, the first matchup here at Chad Richardson Stadium, that game certainly had the most wind, but tonight still a breeze that goes right to left across your screen. Winds coming out of the south. Oklahoma United in their home blue uniforms, 10-15 in their mint green. The official blows his whistle, and we are underway. Starters for Oklahoma United. It's a 4-4-2 formation. It's a little bit of a hybrid. It'll take shapes depending on where on the pitch the ball is located. It may look a little bit different than a 4-4-2, but that's the base of it. And in goal is Alexis Bertrand. Left back number 3, team captain Kareem Williams. Isaac Dalhart, the center back, number 2, starts alongside Shea Prescott, number 25. At right back, it'll be number 16, Tucker Austin. The holding midfielders, center midfielders, Beckham Williams, number 6, and number 15, Ethan Taylor. Outside, it'll be Matija Milenovic, number 10, on the left side. On the right side, it'll be Carter Adams, number 12. And in attack, number 9, Ethan Nicolo, and number 19, Eli Langford. If you've tuned into all of Oklahoma United's matches this season, those are all familiar names. Ethan Nicolo might be the only one a bit unfamiliar if you missed this past Saturday's match against FC Dallas. He came in as a substitute late in that match. Didn't get to show his full prowess because Oklahoma United sat back a little bit more defensively in the second half. He's an attacker, so you didn't get to see exactly what he's capable of, but he's capable of a lot. He's capable of a lot of scoring. Was just last year the leading goal scorer, or tied for the leading goal scorer in Division II at Oklahoma Christian University, just down the road. Was a D2 first-team All-American, Lone Star Conference Forward and Player of the Year. Had the record for NCAA-era number of goals at OC. Bringing that same attacking acumen just up the road to UCO now. Had 14 goals against NCAA competition for the Eagles. 17 was the total. His 2 seasons at OC, 22 goals, 4 assists in 25 matches. It's one factor with these summer teams in the league for clubs. You get guys for maybe just part of the season rather than a guaranteed full season from a lot of players. Nicolo is the second to last player to join the program. There will be one more addition being made at the end of this week that will complete the roster. But then just as much as you can celebrate having everybody in Edmond, you very quickly have to count your blessings because players will start to leave and start to head back to school or head back home, wherever it may be. And you go from building up players to then losing players and having to adjust your lineups as such. Head coach Jimmy Nielsen prepared for that. Ball through from Beckham Williams to Eli Langford. Langford, ball in. Nicolo, good touch, good control in front of the keeper. But a good play by the hands. And Jacob Warren, off his line, makes the stop. Ball with Alexis Bertrand, but unable to control it. It goes for a corner kick. The press was on. And now 10-15 at the corner flag. Corner kicks brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Nicholas Rowe puts it in play. Over every head. And United will win the throw-in. Tucker Austin looking for Eli Langford. Was he onside? Doesn't matter. The keeper will clear it. Prescott. Now Beckham Williams. Tucker Austin. Williams back to Prescott. Prescott playing with some tape over his hand as a finger injury May have been a dislocation, may have been more, but at least able to play through it. Keeper at a full dive. Gets it out of his area. And a free kick now on the way for 10-15. Free kicks brought to you by Fresh Fit 405. Also want to give a shout out to the mascots here tonight, CMP Crew FC. Saw them at the start of the broadcast alongside Oklahoma United.
Fresh Fit 405.
Good ball through from Kareem Williams. Excellent touch on it. Cut inside, and now Milinovic's shot. It's saved. Went right at the hands of the keeper. Williams sends it back in at the back post. It goes in! Kareem Williams, a screamer from outside. There's no way anyone could have saw this coming. This was a ball meant for Eli Langford. Gets over the outstretched hands of Jacob Warren. Finds the woodwork. And Kareem Williams able to score here tonight and get his first goal of the season.